Hey y'all. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Today is Saturday, the 11th of April, 2020. We are on about our 29th day, give or take, of our self-imposed isolation, quarantine, city shut down due to the COVID-19 coronavirus coronacation, whatever, Chinese flu thing. Got the whole world shut down. It is a sunny 72 degrees outside today. That's 22.2222 degrees Celsius according to Google over here. And yeah, it's a rather nice day out. So I thought we would go outside and check out my plants or whatever. So give me a minute and we'll get out there and I'll show you what's going on. All right, here we are just across the street. We'll walk up over here. Some of this was here when I got the place. Some of it has been brought over. Most of these rocks here are a collection from all over the place. I brought from my daughter. This one big one right here, I actually got at the hospital the day that she was born. Over here we have an agave. I'm going to have to get out here and clean this up some. This aloe just came from my daughter's house. She's moving, so she needed a place to put them. That needs to be taken apart and more soil put in it. This one could probably use more soil, but I don't know if I want to go ahead and tackle that one or not. And this one is pretty much the same way. I've got a couple of roses here. I'm not a rose garden person. I don't really know a whole lot about them. I need to study up on them. And down here, I just noticed this. It's some sort of a succulent. So I'll probably come out and pop that out of the ground and put it in a planter. This dude here, I found him on the trash ages ago. And this aloe over here, a neighbor brought to me. And we have this palm. I'm not 100% sure what type of palm this is, but it's a double. And it sure looks nice, so we'll come on up here. And in this first bucket, I put a trio of plants. Again, another neighbor brought these over to me. These mother-in-law tongues, Dracaena, Draconia, I'm not sure exactly what they are. The variegated ones. They were from the last trailer I was in here. These are cuttings from the house I used to live in. And at the moment, my tongue fails me. I can't think of the name of these. Same thing with these two types of grasses. Although these aren't from the old house. These I actually got on a clearance sale at Walmart. I picked up the 4 plants for $6. So this is something I just picked up off the trash. I thought it would make a good planter, but it's got a giant hole in the bottom of it, and I'm not sure what that stuff is on it. I've got the pot to it in the back, so we'll come in through the door. One thing about having this tree, these are fake flowers. One thing about having this tree here, oh man, these leaves. Every couple of days I got to come out here and clean these up. It's a pain in the neck. And yeah, I've got things all torn up. I was into I had a bunch of planter buckets over there and whatever, but man. So this is a succulent. It spreads very, very quickly. It's called the SOB plant, or it's also called the friendship plant. So it'll test the friendship, I'll give you that much. Up here I have a couple of succulents. Just because I needed a place to put them. And then in this strawberry jar I have a spider plant. I'm not sure what this variegated plant is. There's another succulent down there. And yes, I know, I need to clean up. I don't like bending over. I have problems with my back, so. That's a wild onion. I went ahead and put it in a planter. This is something I picked up in Fernandina when I was up there with Bob and Swoosh for a short trip, and it's probably a weed, but some sort of a succulent. This plant right here is an angel trumpet. That was just a little itty bitty stump, so that's coming along nicely. This asparagus fern, again, that's a weed, but it's a weed that I like. My jasmine. I had jasmine at the house on Korea Court. I loved it. And this is one of my favorite parts of moving over here, is this jasmine. In the evenings, this puts out such an aroma. It is fantastic. It's getting a little wild, but I'm not going to cut it back while it's blooming, so. A lot of these I don't really have the name for. I think this is a false palm. I've got two sets of these. These are daylilies. I'm not sure if this is a white spider lily or a purple daylily or the yellow. I really don't know. That came from my daughter. It needs to be replanted. There's way too many plants in that pot, and the pot's only half full. So I'll replant those. This is another one of those cuttings from the other house. And I can't remember the name for it. The generic is called a corn plant, I believe. This planter has Aztec grass in it. And a lot of dead stuff. I need to get in and redo that. It's in an old metal pot that I had found, and I should probably replant it completely, but I like that look. I know I'm weird. So again, more bags on the ground. I don't know what this flower is. It was here when I moved in. There was actually two of them, so it is what it is. Over here, a couple of tomato plants. Alright, well, it looked like my camera was acting up, so I went in and changed cameras. Right here, these are the tomato plants that I got yesterday at Home Depot. These are milk crates. These tomatoes are buried all the way down to the bottom. There's about a 1-inch layer of topsoil, and then I pinched everything off on the way up and planted the tomatoes. So this one is a Cherokee Purple. I think I've got two of those. This is a Super Sweet 100 cherry tomato, and I put a couple of the pinched off pieces to see if I get them to root, because these are the ones that I really want. Over here we have a Celebrity Hybrid, and then the other Cherokee Purple. This is the plant that I was I talked about it. I have the other one up there in the blue container. And here's the other one of the fake palms, which is I don't know if that's what that is or not. Don't quote me on it. This is a planter with I've got some spider lilies in it, some of the hydrocenas, and then I've got some variegated ivy that I'm trying to revive. It looks like it's working. These are more daylilies. These were all in another single pot, and I pulled them out. Probably too many in each of these as well, but I'll let them go. I've also got another one of the mother-in-law tongues or snake tongues, and the same one here, or same thing here. I've got 3 daylilies and the snake tongue or mother-in-law's tongue. Another thing of spider plants. This is I believe it's a verbena. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I found this on the trash as a bare root. They pulled it out of the ground, and I brought it home and trimmed it up, put it in some soil. We'll see if it takes. This is a jalapeno pepper that I got at Lowe's the other day. It was dried out and starting to wilt this morning, so I put it in this bucket of water. Excuse me. Not 100% sure what this is. It's got salt teeth on it. I mean, it is. It's not fun to work with, but we'll see what it does. It can't stay there. It's too heavy, but I need it out of the way. Not 100% sure what this tree is. It was here when I got here. I don't know if I'll let it grow or what. I mean, it's not hurting anything, so I may as well, right? See what it does. And I've got a couple banana trees. When you cut them off, they just keep going like that. These are actually good for wrapping food in, so like instead of using plastic wrap or parchment paper, a lot of people use banana leaves. So that's a rather good size one right there. Not that I'm going to wrap anything in it. You don't eat it. It's kind of like a corn husk when you're making up. There's another word that just sticks on the tip of my tongue. This is a citrus. I'm not 100% sure what it is. It looks like it might be a lime, but I don't know. It's too soon to tell. It could be any one of the citruses, but we'll see. Again, we're back here under these big trees, and this is another thing that was here when I got here. Are these two big ferns, and I'm gonna have to replant them too, or at least take them out of there, break them in half or a third, and then replant them and figure out what to do with the rest of them. And again, with these leaves, oh my gosh, these leaves. But we got some big old trees around here. Here's the back of my place. And as you can see, I'm under a tree. So much to do, so much to do. But, oh well, got nothing but time, right? Well, there you go, folks. Let me know what you think. Unless you're going to tell me, like, clean up my yard, in which case I'll give you my address and you can come and give me a hand. Or if you're going to tell me that's not the way you do it because you just watched me. And yes, that is the way I do it. It may not be the way you do it, but it's the way that I do it. So with those two caveats, yeah, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'll have links in the description box, wherever that happens to be on your device of choice. I also have links to similar videos, and you'll find my email and my snail mail and all that good stuff. So, if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all.